Waterproof, shockproof, dirtproof, and snowproof. These are some of the reasons why people buy a Lifeproof case. Now, does it do that? Are there any sacrifices made as a result? Hello everyone, this is Evan, and today we're going to take a look at the Lifeproof Fre case for the iPhone 7. Now let us begin with why you would want a Lifeproof case in the first place. Lifeproof offers protection for pretty much all the high-end phones and devices out there, such as your iPhones, your iPads, Galaxy phones, and recently the Google Pixel, so that you can be at ease knowing that your investment will not go to waste if you get clumsy or get pushed in the pool occasionally, or just work in harsh environments. In other words, you're paying for the peace of mind knowing that your phone will be adequately protected for most of the things life can throw at you. That's not to say other cases doesn't protect your phone either. OtterBox cases, for example, does an excellent job in protecting your phone as well. But the Lifeproof case has the added benefit of slimness and waterproofing compared to the OtterBox. Now, it's not to say that this case will protect your phone against everything. If you drop it out of a building, or it gets ran over by a car by accident, your phone will not survive. But other than deliberately trying to harm your phone or being extremely clumsy, the Lifeproof case should be able to protect your phone from just about all or most of everyday accidents that you can dish out at it. Some of the things to keep in mind before picking one up is that it will increase the height and width of the phone noticeably, almost the size of a naked iPhone 7 Plus. Luckily, it doesn't get too thick, which is good, but it will be a bit more difficult to hold with one hand if you happen to have smaller size hands. I personally know several people that had stopped using the case just because of that. Another thing to keep in mind is that the screen protector on this case will diminish the quality of the display. Here, let me show you the difference between the two. I don't know why Lifeproof didn't put more effort into R&D regarding its screen protectors, but it's been this way since the iPhone 5. Now, it really sucks to have such a great display on this phone get diminished by the case. If you want to hear a good rant about this, check out Aaron for Mobile Reviews, where he rips into Lifeproof, and quite honestly, I agree with him. I'll leave a link below. Lastly, the sound quality coming out of your phone will diminish a bit with this case as well. Now, it's not just with this case, but it's true with all waterproof cases out on the market. By keeping the case sealed in such a way where water doesn't get in, it will also block out the sound from the speakers up to a certain point. Nobody has seemed to figure out how to overcome this problem just yet. I really don't know why. However, the Lifeproof Fre does sound a little better compared to the other waterproof cases out there, but it still sucks. Now, one last minor thing, the buttons will also be harder to press. You'll need to put a bit more effort into using the power button or the volume buttons, for example. The home button luckily doesn't get affected, considering that the home button is just a plastic film and the fact that the home button isn't really a button at all. The buttons do loosen up after a while, but that extra little bit of stiffness, it'll always be there, right? That doesn't go away. Now, if you can get past those issues I mentioned, then the Lifeproof case would be worthwhile to consider. You see, overall, the peace of mind that this case gives you is well worth the money, in my opinion. For example, I can get caught out in the rain and continue to use my phone without having to worry it might get water damage. I can take my phone out on a run, use it as an iPod, and not worry about it breaking if the phone happens to slip out of my hand. And on the occasion that it does, and I crack the case, Lifeproof has an excellent customer service and limited warranty where they will replace the case without much of a hassle. I believe you pay a few bucks for shipping and handling, and the price varies depending on where you live. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped the phone because I've fallen asleep with it in my hands. Never had to worry. And as much as I am ashamed to admit, having this type of protection really spoils somebody. Take, for example, on those occasions where I'm watching a Rangers game and I realize that I need to wash up and go to bed. Here, this is what I do.
That was just a hard pass to the other side. Interesting possession loss for the Raptors. Trying to sneak it underneath Yarrow Halak. Zibanejad with an intercept comes back. Gives the Rangers a 2-0 lead. That's having it free. Zibanejad makes the play and then keeps it going. And Freddie Shea, beautiful pass.
Ultimately, it gives the peace of mind that I can take my phone with me anywhere I need to go. In the end, think about your lifestyle and what you do with your phone before you decide if this case is worth considering. If your days are primarily between your car to the office, back home, with the occasional vacation here and there, then you probably wouldn't need to spend the money to get this case. However, if you do a lot of stuff outdoors, or you have a toddler that throws everything, or a clumsy teenager that can't keep the phone for 2 weeks without breaking it. If you're a clumsy teenager that can't keep a phone for 2 weeks without breaking it, then this is when you would consider getting the Lifeproof. Keep in mind, a $90 price tag is not cheap for a phone case. Now, I've noticed that the price usually drops about 6 to 7 months after it's been released. Your best bet is to talk to somebody that has one and play around with a few minutes for yourself. Watch some videos, make a call, put it in your pocket and see how it feels in your hand. Now, if you can get past those issues that I mentioned before, such as the size increase, the screen quality, sound quality, and of course the price tag, then this case is definitely worthwhile. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this review, and until the next time, have a good one.